Since we're doing our clap thing, I'm gonna do 3, 2, 1, clap. Okay, it's gonna be 3, 2, 1, clap. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome to the Gamer Hole podcast, talk show, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if we can call it. I don't know if is podcast the correct term for what we do.
We called it a talk show at the beginning, less of a podcast.
It was
What are we?
much more edited in the beginning. Like it was like a podcast edited down. Now it's kind of just a podcast.
I'm having
I
an
guess it's a
identity
podcast.
crisis.
It's gotten more to a podcast than we started. So
Yeah.
I think we can call it a podcast.
Welcome to whatever the f this is.
It's a
bleep
hole.
that out. Censor that.
Episode 41, everyone.
Yeah,
we
41.
made it past
We'll-
40
Made it
now.
to 41.
We'll celebrate at 50. I think we'll do something special for 50. Something.
I think we'll do maybe a live stream or something
Yeah,
cool.
live
Many guests,
stream.
because we can do guest call-ins, by the way. With all of our
Something
stuff. So.
they'll never
I think around
forget.
episode 50 is when perhaps we may be able to. Oh wow!
Oh, true.
Around when our plans come
right.
to
It
fruition.
might be. Yeah.
I need to
little
look at a
event
calendar,
thing.
but it might be around then. Yeah.
It actually
is around
I
then.
think that's perfect timing.
Yeah.
We
It was
just
all part of the plan.
we just got done having a heated debate on
We've
politics.
been sweating,
God.
yelling at each other.
We recorded.
angry.
We
Well,
recorded
we all
the,
kind of agreed on the same thing, but we've been sweating. In
You know
here.
when you take a shower and come up with an imaginary scenario in your head, and then you fight somebody in your head.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that, where we all agreed and we're just fighting an imaginary enemy together.
Or like, you ever run
You guys do
through?
this in the shower?
Yeah.
I do a lot of stuff
I
in the
do.
shower.
Yeah.
I bring in my laptop sometimes and do work in the shower.
I hate the shower. It's business. I get in there and I get out.
I take like hour-long showers, man. I'm a cold person. I'm a cold boy. I need that heat.
Dude,
need that warmth.
Hot showers are the best when you're cold. I'm
Yeah,
telling
in the
you,
winter
that
they're
is-
great. In
that
the
is so
summer,
good.
I'm more in and out. In the summer, sometimes I take a cold
I
shower.
actually agree. I agree. I think in the summer it's a little bit. I don't
No.
go as hot with the temperature, and I think I am more in and out.
If it's
I am a-
110 degrees out, I'm taking a hot shower, man. I
You
don't care.
Psycho. I'm a cold shower advocate to the point where I'm gonna be one
Why?
of those guys. I'm gonna make a
Yeah,
YouTube
do the
video
YouTube
about
video.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a YouTuber morning routine video. I'm like,
That would actually
first,
be sick. That
I
would
wake
be cool.
up and I journal for half an hour and write down everything I'm thankful for in life. Then
Yeah, but
I take
you
a
have-
cold
you-
shower to exfoliate the skin. Those guys are literally like,
Dude.
they're literally doing an American Psycho thing. But like in American Psycho, he was a psycho. You're just
Yeah.
like, you're also a psycho if you're doing that shit. And you're a liar. There's no way they're doing that stuff. They're
I don't
just
know,
like,
man. Maybe
some of them might. Yeah.
There's
Oh,
this
come on.
There's this like girl on TikTok
YouTubers?
who
No.
every morning she wakes up and makes like a smoothie, walks her dog for 10 miles, takes a cold shower, does yoga, and then it's 7 a.m. And it's like,
yeah.
you're crazy.
Okay, time
You're
to get the day
insane.
started.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure some people are like that, but like, not every day. That's like one of those amazing days where you're just like, I feel great, and you get up and you do a bunch of shit. But that's not every day. Get real.
You know what day that is for me is when we wake up before the gamer hole and we like do a little gaming. When we like wake up and
that's a big accomplishment.
we get up early and we play a little bit of AoE before the gamer hole or something. I feel like I have the best day if I get a little bit of gaming done
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yo, Decky, I have a
me
question
and
for you.
Decky fishing.
Have you? Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, have you ever been invited to this Aqua Z-Chum thing? But I see that you also have done some fishing with
We've
Aqua.
done some fishing in the mornings.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Me and
about to
Decky
be
and
doing a lot
Z-Chum
more,
wasn't
I
even
tell you
there.
what.
Me and Decky
Yeah.
went fishing
They
in New
did
World.
New World, right?
Yeah.
Which New World
Nothing
got?
better. Now
New
that
World-
is the way to start your day.
Wait, New World did not get delayed again, but
Battlefield did.
Battlefield got
Battlefield did.
delayed.
Yeah.
I had like 4 or 5 different games. Dying Light 2 got delayed. Like every game's getting delayed to 2022 now.
That's fine. It's fine. Look,
It's fine. It's
COVID
fine.
had-
I'd
That
rather
was
have a
good.
good game and not. I think
Yep.
the world learned a little bit of a lesson from Cyberpunk, maybe.
I think
Everybody's
that
like-
might be it.
Delays are okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Which is
don't
interesting
care.
'cause
Delay it
I'm
as much as
wondering-
you want.
Did you see Cyberpunk is now hiring like third-party modders to
Yeah, they're hiring their
fix
modders
it?
and shit.
Yeah. They're
Pretty
hiring
funny.
just random people that are modding it to make
Too
it
late.
like,
The
playable and
damage
good.
is done.
I'm so uninterested
I
in
don't
that
think
game.
so. I think that it might
It's-
have like the No Man's Sky thing eventually. I'm hoping for it. 'Cause I kinda
Maybe,
like
But
the
who
game.
plays No Man's Sky? Compared to the hype initially, the player
No.
base that it's going to get is not anywhere near
Yeah.
Well,
what they...
No Man's Sky got more hype after.
To be
their
fair, No
big
Man's
thing.
Sky did great. It was shit when it came out, and they redeemed themselves.
They
and
redeemed
it was,
themselves.
It was
I
amazing.
still wish nothing but terrible things to happen to Sean Murray, but everybody says it's great. I tried it like a year and a half ago when everybody was still saying it was good because like it came out 4 years ago now, and I still hated it like a year and a half ago. I know they've done more stuff since.
I
then,
kind of liked it. I
Same
thought it was
thing,
enjoyable.
same thing happened with DayZ, honestly. Look at DayZ.
DayZ is redeeming itself. Yeah,
DayZ
It
is
is-
amazing. It's the
yeah.
best.
Do you know why they're redeeming themselves though? Is because they
they're-
now have mods
actually have a
for
dev-
the standalone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they actually have a dedicated dev team of more than just one guy now.
Right. I think they
DayZ
are.
5 guys or something.
Yeah, but dude, Five Guys is better than the single dude they had for like years, because they released DayZ standalone as an early access, and everyone who was going to buy DayZ standalone had
Bought it.
already bought it. So why
Well,
why
everybody.
commit like a whole dev team to working on this game when you're not? There's no like loot box system in it. There's no way to generate more revenue to keep your players. No one else is going to buy the game. So why?
Because it looked so cool. Nothing was like
Right.
it.
And you already bought it, so why continue working on it?
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. Unless,
And like half their dev team left.
Right.
Like, and just
And Dean Hall went and
fill it
fucked
up.
off and climbed mountains and shit.
I'm
whatever.
pretty sure at one point they were down to like a 2-man dev team for DayZ, and they were like nothing was getting done.
I don't even think they were working full time at that point. They were just.
and now they're back, baby. They're making new content. They're making new. They just
Dude.
got an update with like helicopter crashes or some shit. Like,
Well, those have been in always, but
but they got
I think
updated or something.
DayZ's
every
hot.
game dev team should just say that they're going to do DLCs or have some sort of extra money thing. Because if it's just one-time purchase, and I love one-time purchase games, but if it's just
It
one-time
has
purchase,
to be a
there's-
single player game if it's a one-time
They're-
purchase
yeah, they're-
game for me.
These
they're not
days,
going to update
yeah.
it. They're not going to update it. There's no reason to. They have to have some sort of money.
It has to be like a free to play where you generate your money from like in-game cosmetics, and that's fine.
or
I'm
Rust,
fine with
where
that.
they just do DLC, cosmetics, whatever it is.
Yep. Either
just to get
continued
extra
support
revenue.
or DLC cosmetic.
DayZ, take some notes, dude. I'd pay money to get old man Chad some dope ass tattoos. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
a beard that he
Facial
starts with.
hair, and
and
cosmetic
tattoo
buffs.
and facial hair would be cool. Yeah, those would be good things. for
DayZ could start pulling in the cash. You just
They
gotta
could.
just set that up. Come on.
It's fucking Bohemia behind it.
Well,
Yeah.
also
Not
like if
even
you
fixed
make
Arma.
a good enough game, multiplayer game, and people are like constantly discovering it and coming in and buying the game, that works too. Like if
No,
you make
Rust.
just like no,
No, it doesn't.
It's
Because-
working for
because-
Rust.
Yeah, but Rust has continual money. That's why they can keep updating it. But if you are a dev team and you were relying on new purchases, there's only so many new purchases. You need to have extra income to keep working on it. Like they're just
Right.
gonna
Yeah.
like if Rust did not have continual money from
DLC and
microtransactions and,
skins, yeah.
DLCs, they wouldn't keep developing it because
Yep.
it just cost too much money. They didn't work on a new project.
Yep.
Because it's so much risk to keep working, praying that you get new people buying it. Just how it is.
Yeah.
That's also
And
why
I'm
Tarkov.
fine with
I'm
it.
kind of worried. I'm worried about Tarkov because I think that they really want to push 1.0 because they need that DLC money for people that are buying standard.
I know the
Right.
answer.
Yeah.
And hear me out. Real money auction house.
Dude, I
just
love
joking.
the idea. I just my mouth waters at the idea of like in-game real
it's
money
terrible. It's terrible.
auction
Did
houses.
you play Diablo 3?
No, but
It
I just
also
love the
becomes
idea.
it becomes a legal nightmare. I think. when
I
you
know,
do real
but-
money auction house.
dude, the
'Cause that-
idea,
that is where
just
people
the-
launder money. all the time.
I know, but the concept of just like
Yes,
playing
I agree.
Tarkov, going into labs, finding a green key card. coming out and then selling it for like $50.
Even if it was $5, it'd be amazing.
I know. It's just such a cool concept that like this item in game is tied to like a real world fund, which is why I think that will be possible once game companies start partnering with like crypto projects and blockchain technology, tying in-game objects to blockchain assets. If Tarkov did it and they tied like older in-game objects to a blockchain asset and they linked their like inventories with these like blockchain enabled assets, you could trade Tarkov items like with real money essentially attached to them. But then you get the problem of hackers who are just going to hack to try to farm.
It's
already
a cool
a problem.
Concept. It's a cool concept. It's just a weird. I don't think it can work.
If we could just solve that, if we could just solve the hack, if you could find a way to make your game unhackable, right?
You can't though.
Well, I'm sure there's got to be some technologically like I think of it like as a disease, right? Like sure,
the NVIDIA GPUs not
like,
being able to be used for crypto mining.
There's no cure for cancer right now, but that doesn't mean I don't believe that like in 100 years there might not be a cure, right? There's no cure for hacking right now, but that doesn't mean that technology might not advance at some point in the future.
Well, maybe if it does, then this could be a reality.
That's what I'm
honestly right now. Our RMT is a lot of why people hack already.
I think it's the main reason.
It's not even like it's side shit. You know, it's not even in-game real money. It's like it's fucked.
Yeah. I agree, but you can't hate on them. Like if I'm stuck in like Venezuela and my country's national currency has inflated to the point that I can't even buy like bread for my family, and you're telling me
talked
I can
about
like
this same thing in his hacking video.
A smart man,
smart,
cultured man. You can't shit on these people for like wanting to provide for their families, right?
I mean, it's an.
You can definitely shit on the people who hack because they're just little shits. You can absolutely shit on them.
Or the ones that just hack because they're rage hacking. Like the ones that are like, I'm turning on my hacks because I got hacked and now I'm going to ruin 20 other people's days' lives.
You can absolutely make fun of them for being little cringe lords. Fuck them. But the people who do it out of desperation...
Have any of you guys ever hacked in a game, like when you were younger or anything?
No.
Never.
No multiplayer ever.
In Halo 1 campaign is where I got into like hacking.
Other than the Game Shark on the Nintendo 64, no, I've never.
I think,
but I did go to my friend's house who had hacks on Counter-Strike, and I watched him do it, and I was like, this is stupid.
Anything multiplayer,
I did kill one guy on his computer using a hack in Counter-Strike 1.6.
There's
Aqua.
When I was 9 years old or something.
Let's get Aqua's dad in here to replace him. I bet you he doesn't hack.
There's
and
this
then
like line.
I never did it again. It was just
there's this really interesting like gray area line between hacking and modding, where it's like you're modding because you want to create a more enjoyable game and experience for yourself, and you can where do you that line is so blurred and weird because like you can hack like Halo the Master Chief Collection, you can disable anti-cheat, play with your friends, right? And
Aqua.
And you can mod. I hope so. This fucking guy.
No, my big thing is if it affects other people in a negative way, then you can't do
Agree.
it. So single player games, you know, if you're playing Sims 1 and you want to or Sims whatever, and you want to get those pixels off the screen like Sterdeki did when he was a kid, go ahead. But if you're fucking playing a game that is ruining other people's because you're breaking some sort of rules with hacks or whatever, get the fuck out of here. Don't play those games. Go play a single-player game where you can hack whatever. Drop rate in an offline session of Borderlands or something. Like, go.
This is a pretty hot topic that I wanted to talk about, but Aqua just kind of disappeared, and now
he doesn't. You know,
I would have loved his opinion, but his house better be on fire or something. I
hope the ghost is not like just talking to him in the other room.
He literally ate his cereal with half and half.
There better be
We all know what's going
there
on.
better
yeah.
be a home invader that he. Oh yeah, he didn't go to the bathroom.
I hope he is absolutely destroying his toilet right now.
I forgot.
I hope he has to replace that thing after this because it's half and half.
I forgot
Okay,
he
so-
said that he had to go to the bathroom before.
He's like, I think he's similar to me where it's like not full lactose intolerant, but it's pretty risky whenever you drink milk. And he had half and half as in cereal.
That's such a like degenerate gamer thing to do.
Yeah.
Like you're
Dude,
trying to
I'd
figure
go
out
water
like
before that shit.
you're trying to
I would
figure out
not go
what to
water.
eat for breakfast, and you pour your cereal, and then realize you don't have milk, and you go, half and half is milk.
Yeah.
Like you're that desperate to eat cereal that you're just like.
Like he said on the Members Only episode, you guys should maybe check it out. But he was talking about what really grinds his gears is when he's getting food together and then it doesn't come to fruition like what he wanted.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that's how it was with the cereal. He probably was furious when he realized.
Aqua's taking a mean shit, but I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about this topic that I really wanted to talk about, anyways. There's this YouTuber who got copyright striked, got DMCA striked by BSG because because he made a video of a Tarkov mod, essentially. It's like a really gray area what he made a video about. But he got copyright striked by BSG because he posted a video about it. Welcome back, buddy. How was it?
Welcome back.
Huh?
How was it?
How are you?
Were you guys talking about me the whole time I was gone?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm fine now.
Okay.
I
We
made
told
a
him. Yeah, we
questionable
told him to half
decision
and
this
half.
morning. Yeah, used half and half in my cereal because we were out of milk. I just did a little bit, but it kind of was a lot. And then I had some in my coffee.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm fine. Sorry.
Good.
It's
Now
okay.
you can
I
input on this.
was really fast though, right?
Yes, Aqua. We were very proud of you.
Did anyone
His
time
brain
me?
is still back in the bathroom.
What? My brain.
You went
got the
so
shit
fast
fog,
that it's
dude. You're
like
like-
lagging behind.
It wasn't that big a deal.
But anyways,
Yeah. So,
Man, no.
I'll start it
an
so
interesting
so
topic.
Aqua can input on it. There's this this YouTuber who he makes videos about like upcoming games or whatever, and he made a video about an Escape from Tarkov mod. I won't say it because I don't want BSG fucking DMCAing us.
True.
But he showed gameplay of it. He showed how to get it. He showed how to install it. He talked to like the developers of it. And it's a mod for Tarkov that makes it into like a single player experience using modifications. It like makes other PMCs essentially AI.
Yep.
He made a video on it and he got DMCA'd, and then he came out and he like
Didn't this happen a long time ago, or is this
It
recent?
happens often.
It
with
happens
people
often, but this one's pretty recently.
Okay.
very recently, this one. And he freaked the fuck out on Twitter. He made like an attack video, like coming at BSG, like saying like, you guys are fucking scumbags. I'm going to sue you for DMCAing me.
That's the first sign that you're actually not going to sue them, is the fact that you
Dude,
openly
I was
say
thinking
that.
the same.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
I hear
When-
somebody say that they're going to sue, I know you're not going to fucking sue.
Whenever you talk to any lawyer, the first thing they say is do not publicly say you're ever going to sue someone, because that makes it harder to sue someone.
I assume when you say that, you're saying it because that's as far as you're going to go,
Yeah.
is you saying it, because you know that you're not actually going to do it, and you still want to try to strike fear.
That's someone who doesn't know anything about legal anything. Yeah.
Which is why I knew that his argument was going to be just fucking bullshit immediately. So I understand how the single player Tarkov mods work, and I understand that his argument was they're DMCAing me because I showed footage of their game and they didn't like how I portrayed it, and so they're DMCAing me, so I'm going to sue them. It's not fair. They don't have the right. They don't. After I buy the game, I own it. I should be able to to do this. And I'm like, okay, first of all,
which is wrong argument. But yes.
When you buy the game, there's this cool thing called the terms of
User
service
agreement.
the user agreement that pops up that you agree to when you buy it. Next, the single player Tarkov mod isn't really a mod. It's a mod, but first and foremost, it's a crack of the game. You don't have to own Tarkov to play the single player Tarkov mod. And he was like, yes, you do. You have to own Tarkov. You don't have to own Tarkov to play. All the people in his comments are like, you're an idiot, Z-Chum. You don't know what you're talking about. You have to own Tarkov to play it. No, you don't. All right, if I send you my Tarkov install, get my whole game directory, and you try to open it, guess what's going to happen? A fucking login box is going to pop up, and it's going to say log in to prove you bought the game so you can play it. If I send you those same files and you install the fucking single-player Tarkov mod, you don't have to log in. You can now play BSG's game without having to pay for the game, and that's not fair. Like, you've essentially cracked the game. So that's why BSG is copyright striking people who show footage of this, because it is, in a sense,
stealing their IP.
Stealing their IP.
The same thing happened. Not that Blizzard is a bastion of good moral
they're
standing,
definitely not.
But the same thing happened with their private Classic servers before they came out with Classic themselves. People just out of the love of the game were running these servers, and they took them all down because you didn't have to buy the game. You were logging into their thing using Blizzard's game design
Anytime you
and IP.
emulate somebody's back end like that, which is also what the single player Tarkov does, it steals their back end like hosting ability and does it themselves. So you like run a local server, which is totally against the agreement. When you buy the game, you can't, like, you're also stealing that technology from them, their IP, to run these servers. Same with Blizzard. And I think a lot of people fail to understand that that which is where that line between like modding and like hacking and stealing and theft comes in.
Right, there is a fine line with the modding, I think, and it's easier on single-player games to not worry too much about that line, because you're not putting it online. You're
Same
not
thing with
stealing servers and, you know...
That GTA mod that all the streamers play, that too.
That was illegal for a long time, and now I think it's become okay by...
but
only if they do certain
Steam.
Things.
Yeah.
They run it with the original game from... That's like DayZ too. It's all...
Because I think at one point you had to like crack the game, and it was like your own version of it when you were playing like the single player or the 5...
5M I think originally
5M.
was not allowed from Rockstar, and they were actually taking stuff down.
And I think Rockstar did the right move, because they saw how popular it was, and they were like, how about we integrate it, and then we allow it. You just have to buy...
Yeah, we're not... I'm not 100% sure exactly where that stands, but I think that, yes, now it's a lot more legal.
Let's be honest. If you find anybody playing GTA 5 on Twitch, what are they playing? They're playing
RP.
They're playing some RP shit. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, how much can you play a single player game like that, or even their multiplayer, which was so bare bones,
which is it's limited.
Yeah.
So I agree. Modding's great. I think that you just have to be careful, and also you can't fucking completely steal it and then have the devs say you can't have the devs say no, that's not allowed, and then just
just do
get
it
mad
anyway.
about it.
Yeah, I know. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to literally steal their game and then just be like, no, it's a mod. It's
was
fine.
This guy like selling the single player?
He was teaching people how to get it from the devs. I don't know if he was selling it.
He has a fundamental misunderstanding of what a mod is, and he has a fundamental misunderstanding of how the installation of that single player mod works. You don't have to own Tarkov to run that mod. So essentially making it a crack of Tarkov. Is it fair to BSG that you can play 90% of their game in this single player Tarkov mod without buying Tarkov? No. You're stealing their game.
Honestly, a
BSG
single
also,
player Tarkov sounds kind of nice.
BSG also isn't like a bastion of
That was
would be
going to be my
boring.
question: is who the fuck wants to play single player Tarkov?
No, it sounds boring. People who just like enjoy
is kind
creeping
of-
around
Why would you
looting.
even bother with this mod?
If they took
People who can't take it.
if they took BSG's game and grew upon it as a single player and put
Yes.
like a year or two of dev in, they could make a very
and
good
to be
single
fair,
player game.
that's what
Stalker is.
most of these projects are about. It's about
Yeah.
people taking Tarkov and adding like custom tasks and shit to it to try to make it like a single player experience.
But at that point, you're stealing their
But you're stealing
foundation
Yeah.
to make your own game. If BSG was okay with it, or if you worked
Yeah.
out a deal, then yes, it sounds
If the
great.
developers went to BSG and begged them like, "Hey, make it so that we can like use your authentication server to force people to buy your game to log in to then play the single player mod," then it's okay. Then it's fine. But who knows if BSG isn't exactly like. I mean, they have DMCA'd people in the past just because they didn't like what they were saying about Tarkov. Let's be fair.
Yeah. I remember that.
There is some, there definitely is gray area that people could argue that, especially BSG.
That wasn't great.
Yeah, needs to not DMCA
Not
people.
great.
But again, like if you are making this mod, any mod like this that goes into actually being DMCA'd, you probably should get a legal team, because if you want to keep continuing building, that
Yeah, and you
mod.
probably can't afford a legal
And
team
you probably
because
can't afford it, right?
because you're probably doing this mod for free and
Yeah, so that's the problem. A lot of modding, though, devs don't care until it comes into
until it begins
until
affecting
monetization.
the theft.
Yeah,
Yeah,
theft and
of their
monetization.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess it just depends. It's a tough area,
Hey, can you guys
but I think that this.
can
guy
you
was
guys
absolutely
guess? Can you guys guess what I did this week?
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
wrong.
Oh my god, dude!
Can you
Oh, we
guys?
gotta hear
Mozzie-
about it.
You
you
could
guys
have at least
guess?
gotten a PNG of the sweater.
Oh, quick hint
You
for all
guys
you
guess
editors.
what I did?
All you editors out there, go whenever you search up a PNG or anything, go to Google Images and then add in the transparent color into the little extra settings, and that's how you get a real PNG. Don't listen
Oh,
to these
really?
goddamn
Oh, my
PNG
God.
sites.
I just click around for like hours trying to
no,
find one.
just go to the extras and click colors, and then click transparent. And every single one has to have a transparent.
Oh, that's so nice.
I'm implying that people who wear the Cookie Monster hat are potheads.
Probably.
Probably.
So, how'd it go over?
How'd it go over?
Give us
Let's
the
hear
details,
about
you
it.
Chum. Let's hear it.
I finally smoked marijuana. Finally smoked weed. And let me
And
tell
look at him now,
you-
just once.
Look at him now.
and let me tell you,
Kids, drugs are bad.
What is that?
I liked it so much that I also bought a bunch of CBD cigarettes.
He's in, baby.
And I
Oh, man,
also am
he's
gonna
in.
go get more weed.
Don't do drugs. Unless you're of legal age
Why?
and in a legal
It's legal.
state.
That's
Well,
don't
legal,
do
yeah,
drugs
legal.
unless you're of legal age. Man, I honestly, I waited a long time to finally smoke weed. I smoked it in high school. I had a huge panic attack. I was afraid of smoking again because I didn't want to like reset myself. Finally did it again a few days ago, and I'm gonna be honest, guys. I didn't get high.
Oh.
Like I smoked enough that I should have got high, but I think my problem the first time was I smoked a lot and I didn't
And this
get
is
high.
legal stuff you were smoking?
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
happened to me back in high school when I would smoke some garbage.
Yeah, my parents
But
got
when
a dispensary for me.
Yeah.
It was like a
So
pre-roll.
high when I smoked that stuff. Are you kidding me? I went
What?
insane for like several hours.
Yeah, you can get different stuff though at dispensaries. It depends on. But yeah, no, it's weird because I took a long break from smoking as well, and then when I smoked for the first time, I didn't smoke a ton, but I didn't get high either. I just sort of.
When I smoked for the first time, I smoked my friends like packed a whole Black and Mild. They like emptied the Black and Mild and they packed the whole thing with weed, and I smoked the whole thing because like I'd smoke, nothing would happen.
That's too much.
I smoked, nothing would
Did
happen.
too much.
So nothing happened, and I was getting angry because like they were high, and I was like, why aren't I high? And then
It takes a bit.
fucking, and then it was like a fucking train hit me. I thought I was gonna die. I thought someone had a gun to my head. I freaked the fuck out, and then that like unlocked achievement unlocked panic attacks for like the next 3 years of my life. But this time I was like, I'm gonna take it slow. I've got like legal weed from a dispensary. I'm
Were
just
you
gonna.
with your fiance?
Yep,
Were you
she
just
she
alone?
hung out and was like, you know, she went out and bought me she went out and bought me beef jerky and Sour Patch
Hell yeah,
Kids
she's the snack game.
You're really leaning into the culture.
and a bag of chips, and she was like, "You're just gonna chill on the couch. You're gonna watch this Cartoon Network new show, Infinity Train or some shit." And I was like, "Cool."
She made
okay.
it all nice for you. That's so funny.
And I smoked like a little tiny bit just to like try to get over that initial anxiety, and then nothing happened, and I was like, I'm gonna smoke a little more, and I smoked a little more, nothing happened, and then I smoked a little more, nothing happened, and then I was like, I'm gonna take like a proper inhale, and I just took like a deep rip and coughed my fucking lungs up.
Yeah, that's
And I just laid on the couch. And I didn't get high, and I think but I didn't want to do any more because I knew if I kept going, I was gonna
be in the same spot.
get hit by a fucking train and have anxiety again. But I did. I think what happened was like my brain's not ready for like THC. It doesn't have like, some people when they smoke the first time they don't get high is what I've heard. But my brain did know what to do with the CBD, and I got like
Very relaxed.
calm. Like
yeah.
I could feel my mind stop like rushing, and I really enjoyed that. Just the anti-anxiety property of weed. Like I definitely didn't get high. I didn't feel like oh, I'm high, but I felt calm, and I liked it so much that I went online and bought like some like I still have weed. I'm gonna try smoking again to get high.
Chum's projects that he's been working on, all of that drive, all of that.
All over.
No,
I bought like
Z-Chump's doing CBD stuff.
Yeah, I bought CBD cigarettes. And
so he won't get high; he'll just get more.
and I smoke these now, and it makes me calm, and I really enjoy the calm feeling. But I am gonna try smoking again, obviously, because I wanna get high. Like I wanna get high. I wanna feel high. Like I wanna see what it's all about.
There might be a few people in comments that are anti-smoking.
It's like being anti-alcohol. It's the same.
Right. I think that there is problems with the current way that everything does, obviously, because federal still is not legal in America. But most states have opened it up, and as long as there's regulations, it's a lot.
Like 15 or 20 states have opened it up.
It's so much like better now that it's legal because you don't have that worry of like, where's this come from? Is this not regulated like at all? Like, what the fuck is this? Who gave me this? That used to be the biggest problem back in the day for me. Was like, I had to go to people I trusted and like know that they grew it.
I don't know if there's like
I never
PCP
smoked
sprinkled in this fucking joint.
I never smoked anything unless someone else in my friend group smoked it first. So I would never buy my own for that reason. I just mooched off everyone else.
the mooch. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I
with-
also never liked it enough to buy it myself. Like my friends wanted someone to smoke it with, and I was like, I was that person. I would smoke it with them.
Yeah, I didn't smoke a ton, but it was like similar, like friends doing it in a thing. And then I think I chipped in to buy one time.
I would chip in, but I was never the one to buy it.
Yeah.
Like I never had
Growing
my
up,
own stash. Yeah.
You would always hear like avid weed or pot smokers be like, like on a borderline like conspiracy theorists. They'd be like, the government just suppresses weed to so they can incarcerate more people, and it was always like, yeah, okay. And then you'd go to school and you'd have your fucking DARE program. They'd be like, weed is a gateway drug, it'll kill you. I remember like my freshman year of high school, one of my friends started smoking. I was like, dude, it's really bad for you. You have to stop. Because because I don't know, I just believed what I was told by my government and by my teachers and my parents and my superiors that it was bad. Meanwhile, you can just fucking drink as much alcohol as you want and smash your car into an orphanage. Like,
alcohol is the most dangerous drug.
it's so dangerous. Like,
it actually is.
Weed is like, dude, you drink too much alcohol, you fucking die of alcohol poisoning. Like, you drink too much, you go to the hospital and get your stomach pumped. You smoke too much weed,
it's just more I think
you have a panic attack. Like,
someone, unless they're like ODing, like ODing on heroin looks very similar to ODing on alcohol. You like basically are unresponsive and like nod out. You know, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
alcohol is literally a poison. I think you can be more functional on heroin with normal doses than you are after like too many drinks.
I don't know. I've seen some zombie videos of people like cracked out of their mind.
Yeah, I've seen tons of zombies that are drunk. You know,
okay, that's
when
true.
People
You're
like
right.
just when they just start looking through you. You know what I mean? You ever see people like that? Like
Decky was like that last night. When he was drunk.
Decky the other night on Twitter. But it's true. Like alcohol is so fucked. It affects you so much mentally and physically.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until like I was at my sister's wedding as a child, and my lawyer drank a little too much and like stumbled over me, and I was a child. Like I was
You
like,
had a lawyer when you were a child?
well, he's my lawyer now, but at the time he was like my parents' lawyer, right?
Yeah.
And he like, I could tell this was like socially unacceptable, and I was a kid and he was just like fucking straight zombie mode, just like falling over me, and I was like, what is this like older person doing? And that's when I was like, wait, maybe alcohol is actually bad for you. Maybe, and maybe
which weed isn't 100% great for you.
Hey, burning anything and taking it into your lungs is not. I hate to say this, but it's not natural. Like,
it's not.
I know you guys.
Good for you.
I know you want to be like, it's. How could something grown from the earth be bad for you? Burnings, when you cough, that's your body
true.
saying this is bad. Stop that.
Yeah. It's true. Your lungs are designed for oxygen.
Yeah.
That's all. But
then
whatever.
again, the drinks we drink nowadays are probably
dude, I
bad
bet
for
you make.
too.
I bet you
No,
like.
they absolutely are.
Yeah.
I bet you naturally making tea out of like weed is probably the route that nature might have like intended with this drug. Because it has to be like
that's
heated
the most
up
natural way. Yeah,
that's probably the way nature, Mother Earth, intended for us to consume this.
I love hearing Z-Chum talk about all this weed.
I know.
Yeah, well, I mean, smokes weed once. Look at him now.
He smoked weed once. He's a pothead now.
Yeah. Everything in moderation, I think, is the best saying. You know, do a little of this.
Z-Chum did it right.
Do
He
a
didn't
little
push
of that.
the
I didn't.
problem.
Yeah, I wasn't pushing.
But
it.
I'm excited when he does cross that threshold.
I'm excited to see what actually being high is like. I'm still waiting for it. I'm
excited because I'm growing soon. So
I'm getting fucking
Z-Chum's gonna
blue-balled.
Come hang out.
I have a joint right over there. I've been meaning to smoke it all week, and I never found time.
That's the other thing, man. It has to be like this.
It has to
I
be
hate
the
that
right
it's
time.
this whole event. You gotta like plan out like what I'm gonna do tonight, and
It's like you
Until you just become like one of those just like functional stone guys.
maybe, but
I can never
also
be that.
the pain. It really actually the CBD really
That's
fucking
what I was
helped with
gonna
the
ask.
pain.
It does.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's great.
It was.
That's what's up.
That's
dude.
why I bought the CBD cigarettes mainly, is because I was like, holy shit! I'm sitting on my couch and I'm able to like flex my muscles, and I don't feel like immense like agony like I was.
That's amazing.
So I still felt a little bit of pain. You could still tell that there was pain there, but it wasn't like I want to say crippling. It wasn't like at the end of the day. Usually I'm like, I gotta lay on my fucking couch. I'm not moving. This hurts. That was nice. Like I felt like a functioning human for a while there. So
Nice.
big fan of that. of like
Yeah, that's dope. It's actually working for what,
of like
that's
what
great.
you're wanting
pain
to try it for.
treatment properties of weed.
Yeah, and that's
pretty cool.
one of the reasons why everyone's been pushing for it to be legalized. You know,
I like the
it's-
people. I like the people that fight it, and they're
I
like,
know,
"Oh,
like-
yeah," and you're like, "Well, it has a lot of benefits, so maybe we should at least look into it."
Who
and
are you to
research it."
fucking deny somebody something that like seriously fucking helps them? Who are
Right.
you to be like, no, bad?
meanwhile they drink 5
Yeah,
glasses
they
of
come
wine a
home
night.
and have 5 fucking martinis, fuck their wife, and beat their kids and go to bed. Like, who are you to say that this?
Well,
that
yeah,
the
they should- they
weed
should-
is
They're drinking
wrong.
5
30 years
martinis.
ago,
They're not fucking
40
anybody.
years ago,
They're
the
probably
government should have put
passing
a lot
out
of money.
somewhere.
The government
just-
should have put a lot of money into just
just
research.
At the time that these laws were made, in the 60s, right? When it was like, how can we impoverish these specific groups of people? How can we incarcerate more of them? We make weed illegal, and then we can just throw anybody in jail. Great,
If
but
they
not
want,
alcohol.
or
We
let
like
them
that.
off with the weed charges.
Right. And now it's just fucking insane. And there's still so much of that like red tape and stigma associated with Nixon making it a fucking narcotic that like
I thought it was Reagan. No, Nixon.
I'm pretty sure it was Nixon who
Oh,
classified it narcotic.
Well, Reagan did
Maybe,
like the
I don't
war
know.
on drugs thing.
Reagan, but Nixon definitely started
Yeah. Okay, well.
this national prosecution of drug use. Reagan may have popularized it, but Nixon definitely started it. And there's so much of that like federal red tape. Like, hey, if your lab studies weed, you're not going to get federal grants anymore because it's a narcotic, and then that's wrong. Like,
That's the dumb part. Yeah, they should
like-
put research into it, not fucking.
like
not
there can't
allow
be
it.
medical benefits to cocaine. We don't want you studying cocaine. You're just going to make better cocaine. That's bad. It's bad for our communities. Maybe that's true. Is it true about weed? I don't know. I don't agree. I don't think so. The state of New York doesn't agree with that. So,
Yeah.
damn, we
a
talked
weird
about
We talked about
for
weed
a long
for a
time.
long time. Yeah.
I don't smoke a lot of weed, guys.
All
Sorry.
right.
Yeah, I don't either. But
Me neither.
my state is legal and does allow growing. So
I've
I'm probably gonna
smoked.
do that.
I've smoked literally twice. I can't shut up about the fucking thing.
I won't bring it up again.
I'm so glad you did it though. That's dope,
Yeah,
because I knew you had been pretty freaked out after your panic attack.
I
thing.
was, and I was freaked out doing it, but
I
I'm
want
over
to do
and
it.
Now
I'm gonna do it after this.
You can't.
Oh yeah, I can't.
See, that's the thing. Like you're like,
Yeah.
oh man,
Papa
I gotta,
King said no.
I gotta stream
No, he's
later.
right though.
I gotta.
I can't.
Can't. He's
I
got a
might.
strain, he's got
Well, we'll see if they. Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna do it sometime. It's just never the right time. You have
I'm
to have
planning-
nothing going on.
I'm planning tomorrow night around 8 p.m. I'm gonna finish my stream early tomorrow night, and I'm just gonna go sit on my couch.
Here's the thing for me. Like, I often will spend the night, relaxing, with my wife or whatever. Like, but she, will have some drinks, She can't smoke weed, or she can, but she doesn't because she's borderline narcoleptic as it is. Like, she actually took a narcolepsy test and was on the line.
She just
I've
nods
never
out
seen
when she
anyone's.
smokes.
She nods out like she's on heroin all the time. Like, I'll be talking to her, we'll be like, and I'll look over, she will just stop answering and be asleep. It's insane. Like, it's like she just powers down. Yeah, it's so weird. So if she smokes weed, she just goes to sleep instantly. She's like, I don't want to be asleep right now, so I'm not going to smoke
Maybe
weed.
it's just. You ever think it's just you?
Yeah. Maybe it's just boring.
No,
Maybe
but
she's
apparently
not
she's
sleeping.
always
Maybe
been
she's-
like this. Like,
Maybe she's
none of her
faking
friends wanted to have sleepovers with her because she just went to bed. Growing up,
Don't invite her over. She'll
never
just
got to have the
fall
fun as a
asleep.
kid
no,
about the
she was
sleepover
fucking
thing,
asleep.
yeah.
She's always asleep. I've never seen anyone. I've never seen anything like it. Yeah, no, she's like actually almost narcoleptic.
Maybe she's
the drinking
got, like,
does it too, but at least she's awake for an hour first.
Some people with like that nose thing, like the sleep apnea or deviated septums or something that like slightly blocks their air intake to their lungs. They get sleepy like constantly because they're just not taking in enough like.
No, she's
oxygen.
asleep at night. Sleeping. She just sleeps a lot.
Sleepy.
She's sleepy.
It's hilarious.
So yeah, like, and you don't want to mix weed with a couple drinks because
Sleepy.
then it's like, it's like
Mix
weird.
weed with sleepy.
I want to have a pure marijuana smoking experience, so I never have a time when.
So you just smoke without your wife and then
Yeah.
go into the room with your wife when she's drinking.
But then I want to drink too.
Well, just don't drink. Self-control.
I know. I'll figure it out. I'll smoke sometime this week. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I'll report back about it.
All right. Report back next week.
Because I took like a 10-year break where I didn't smoke at all. And
Same.
I'm
Yeah, I
just
did
getting
same.
back into dabbling. So.
I'm really just so amazed that alcohol is legal and this fucking plant that like makes you giggle is like a narcotic.
I know. And it can only affect you so much.
I
you
know.
And alcohol can literally just kill you.
Like, I dare you to drink as... No, I don't. Okay, I don't actually. But somebody who drinks as much alcohol as they could hold could die, right? Yeah. Like, somebody who smokes as much marijuana as they could might have a panic attack. Like, you're not gonna fucking... You might die from smoke inhalation.
No one has ever died from marijuana, ever!
Right.
So...
Right.
It's like,
meanwhile, like literally, like hundreds of thousands of people die from like DUI, car accidents, and alcohol poisoning, and like fucking
alcohol
insane.
poisoning would be the one.
from
DUI could
just
be the same thing.
from just the substance, nothing else.
Yeah.
Imagine like
No other factors.
how often does weed kill people who don't actually like smoke it themselves, whereas alcohol will fucking kill complete families who had nothing to do with the consumption of it because they get drunk and they get in a car and they smash into a minivan on their way to soccer practice. Like, is it fair to them?
Weed doesn't affect your judgment as much as alcohol
But
does.
it still does affect you, so you still can't drive.
Still
with it.
can't drive on it,
yeah.
but
DUI.
but I'm
But
sure
you
once
don't,
weed
you
is
aren't like, fuck it, I can drive, blah, blah, blah. You don't have that, like,
right.
you're like, I'm high as fuck, maybe I shouldn't drive. Like, that's
Yeah.
like, that's more, that voice is more present in your head.
It impairs your judgment so fucking badly that you think you can drive home. Like, what the fuck is...
It's really bad.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Listen, stop hating on
Anyways.
alcohol. Nothing.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say
I
nothing's
love-
wrong with alcohol.
Decky
But come on,
loves his
baby.
alcohol.
It's fucking goddamn Independence
And it fucks
Day in
up your
Mexico.
liver.
No,
Like-
listen, like I said earlier, everything in moderation. I love drinking. I love drinking Voodoo Ranger IPA, especially. but it's, you just don't drink so much that you fucking die or kill someone else. Just be responsible.
Man,
smoke your weed, do your heroin. Maybe don't do heroin. That's kind of bad. But do what you want. Just don't.
Okay, maybe
just
don't
fuck it up.
don't do what you want.
Maybe
but-
don't do what you want, but
Be responsible.
But be responsible.
Yeah.
There you go.
Man.
That's what we're looking for.
I had so many topics I was ready to talk about today before.
Hey, let's
Before
go to the next
diving
one.
into
if you
weed.
got
Let's
go to
one.
the next one.
Let's go.
yeah.
That was
I've
a
got
long
one.
weed
Go for it.
conversation.
Okay.
What, Decky?
Well, a couple of months ago, I had a dear friend that, he knows that I dabble in some crypto shit, and he's not really into it, but he had been interested in a specific coin, and he kind of hyped it up to me, told me it was going to be the next big thing, I was going to get rich.
It wasn't it was a
And,
lot. Yeah.
Why would you listen to me?
His name was Aqua, and he told me about Charizard token.
Oh, man.
For the record, you
so-
can go back to old
Yeah,
podcasts, and see how stupid it was, and
What
how
a
I
cool
told Aqua
coin, though.
and Decky not to invest.
We all told
Yeah.
them not
And
to
Teachum
invest.
also, yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me.
Don't
Aqua
blame
didn't
me.
know.
Blame
Aqua would have
Solid
invested.
Snake. Solid
Okay.
Snake from New Zealand. It's
you know the
his
funny
fault.
part?
He's the one who
Aqua-
told me about this and spread the faith of the Charizard
Aqua
coin.
would have invested a ton of money if it was easy to do, but he
Yeah,
didn't because it's hard.
Yeah, it was not a
Yeah.
super easy thing.
I never-
He hyped up Charizard token, and I was familiar enough. I was like, well, this is a stupid as shit.
You believe,
because
though.
there's,
Look
you
at
know,
it. It
there's-
was
there's
so
all these
cool.
different things that are wrong with it. It's Charizard token. And it's not from Nintendo or whatever it is that owns Pokemon.
And there's no real utility of it. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just gonna pull this up.
Marketplace.
Just gonna pull this up real quick. I just wanted you guys to see. I just wanted you guys to just go ahead and take a look at this chart here. I want you to really focus on this part right here.
Yeah. Zoom in at the end there.
I need to
yeah.
really focus on the over 80% loss right at the end. You know what that is? Somebody see that volume spike? Somebody sold a fuckload of Charizard coin because
The whales sold when the devs popped out.
It was the devs, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean,
Yeah.
rug pulls are a very common thing, especially with shit coins. And I
Agreed.
was fully aware of this. That's why I didn't put a extraordinarily large amount of money into Charizard token. But the Charizard token, it's not just something you're going to buy off Coinbase. You have to go and switch
yeah, you
out
gotta go like some
really
weird
different things. It's a
fucking
pain in the
yeah.
ass. So, like, that's why Aqua didn't do it. But I took the time, and I was like, Aqua's this hyped about it.
Is that a
He's been talking
PewDiePie
about it
hat?
for weeks. Yeah, one of his old ones.
Cool.
Well, I don't know, not that old. He's been around forever, but but I was like, I'm doing this because we know Aqua's not, and he's talked about this enough that one of us needs to. So I put $200 in, and I was all like, let's watch my money disappear, and it is just on a slow decline for a long time, and I was like, all right, this is about what I expected.
It did spike right after you bought it, and he was very hyped and told people about it on his stream.
Oh yeah,
And then there was a little
And
bit
then-
more of a spike.
Right,
after
and I told
Was
him to
I
sell.
right about the
I
spike?
I said sell.
I gotta ride it out, baby. I believe in Charizard
you were-
token. I still do.
You were right about the spike because you made the spike.
You made the
talking
spike,
about it
Aqua.
made the spike.
No way. I barely
Yes.
talked about it.
Dude, the volume was like was like $500 daily.
Yeah,
like,
the
all
volume
it
is
took-
$500. You
all
can
it
make
took
a spike.
was like 2 or 3 people buying it made it spike. That's it. That's all it took.
That's why pump and dump deals all these time by YouTubers
But I
is
had
so
no
fucking
stake
scummy.
in it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the point.
I just
That's
thought it
why
was a
you
cool
didn't. I know,
coin.
that's why you didn't. That's why you didn't do anything illegal. But people literally know that they
Right.
can pump and dump these shit coins, and they do it. And
that's why you get fucking Jake
never even
Paul
bought any.
going on Twitter, going like, I like Dink Doink Coin or whatever the fuck, like forcing it on him.
Dink
He has like a
Doink.
podcast where halfway through it he just forces this like shitty joke like, get dinked or something. He's like, oh, what's that, bro? What are you saying? Get dinked. It's this cool new coin I really love. I'm a big fan of. That's fucked up. That's like clearly a guy buying a fuckload of like a shit coin.
Why
and
would
then
he
trying
do
to,
that and risk going to prison as
Because he'll
opposed to
get
just
rich
selling
from it,
like a
Aqua.
t-shirt?
He'll get no. I'm talking like this is mega rich. You make
Yeah,
from this.
'cause-
Like
'cause-
pump and dump, you're making millions.
Why-
this size? Yeah.
Because why does anybody go to jail for making a fuckload of money, Aqua? Because
'Cause
they
it's
want
a
to make a fuckload of money.
Well, anyway, I put my $200 in, and I was like, I'm familiar enough. Something named Charizard token, I expected to go badly. But I was in it, and I wanted, it's a thrill, baby. So I watched, and it got lower and lower, and my $200 kept going down and down and down. And then August 7th, the day after my birthday, I didn't keep up to date on their Telegram or anything, but Char King, I went back recently and I found this. Char King had made a post saying that the devs had left and rug pulled, and I was like, well, that makes sense because my $200 is now $15.
Can I just quickly mention, Decky read the post from Char King out loud, and it was the funniest thing ever because as someone who I own a business and run it and everything, it was the funniest dumb stuff ever. He first off called himself CEO of Charizard token
Charizard
like 5 times. And he said that he gave more powers to the devs than he had himself, and the devs locked him out of some of the power as CEO of this token company. And it was just the funniest post ever about how I literally typed to in Decky's chat, I said, dumb CEOs like this make me look like a genius. Thank you. And then,
yeah, and he made this large post, and he's like, but it's okay. You guys keep hodling. I know we're low right now, but I'm going to get a new dev team. We're going to come back. And then 3 days later, he never posted again.
Yeah.
And now I am currently down to $9.69.
Looking at the volume for it, they could have only made like 10 grand. They probably made like around like 10 grand.
The best part is there were so many people in there, and they're like, dude, I invested $15,000 in Charizard token.
But Charizard is so cool.
Yeah, and they're like, dude, I still believe Char King's coming back. There's like, and I'm like, I know why you're holding hope. It's because you're desperate for anything.
You lost 15K.
Yeah. There's no utility with these fucking shit coins. Why would you believe in this just like piece of shit?
Do you know the funny part? To this day, Aqua still thinks it's a good idea. He thought this was the best thing ever. Not ironically, he was like, if it was easy, I'm sure Aqua would have put a ton of money. He'd be one of these guys that are like, oh, I lost 15,000, but it'll come up. Don't worry about it.
Dude, always invest in Charizard. Look at the value of those fucking cards. Those Charizard cards.
Okay, even
so
those
if I write Charizard, on a
cards.
piece of crap, will you buy it? Like,
no.
Well, he says no.
It's a Charizard crap, though. It's Charizard crap. Invest in Charizard.
If it was actually shit from Charizard, yeah.
What if you just like took a
Charizard
big
is
shit
Pog.
and then put it in resin?
Yeah. And that was the shape of Charizard.
Yeah, in the shape of Charizard. You just had. I would buy it. I'm going to be honest.
Like
I would buy
fine
it.
art to me.
Yeah.
A Charizard shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Charizard shit.
Yeah. That's the update on Charizard token for the guys that were here when Aqua was shelling it nonstop.
It's dead. And for the record, Aqua did not invest any money into it.
No, I didn't, because I couldn't figure out how. But also, it's not my fault. Solid Snake.
It's not my fault.
It is your fault, Aqua.
It's not my fault.
It is your fault, Aqua.
I'm a big dummy. I can't be trusted.
You believed in it and repeated it.
Maybe he was the dev of Charizard coin.
It was Char King himself.
Yeah, maybe it was Char King himself.
It sounds like all you have to do to get a good pump and dump going is name your coin after a Pokemon and tell Aqua about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, where's Super Mario coin?
Mario coin.
This brings us to our next topic of all of our careers always disclose. So all of our careers always disclose if they do anything when it's sponsorship. And people, for some reason, think that like when Aqua plays games that are not his main game.
We talked about this last episode. Yeah,
but like, how dumb? Like, of course we're gonna say it. It's not like there's no advantage to hiding that shit.
I think the initial idea when. I'm going to be honest, before I started streaming, I get it. I understand why people think this, because before I started streaming and I would see like a streamer I liked go live playing a game they don't usually play, my first thought is, are they playing this game because they genuinely like it, or are they playing this game because they're being paid to play it?
Right.
And then my first thought is, I'm going to respect this game a lot more if they're playing it because they want to play it. Right? If I see you playing a game that isn't your main game, that you're playing, like if I see Aqua playing Super Mario 64, I know he's playing that because he likes it, and not because Nintendo is paying him to play it, right?
With new games, people might think that.
And
they might ask, but like,
and then
do you think you want to risk it?
My second thought is, I don't know that, because at the time, like, I wasn't like a business guy. I didn't know that people have to disclose when they're doing an advertisement. Yeah. So I'm like,
I don't even think that was a rule along.
It was.
It was.
It was always.
I feel like it happened a lot though back then.
FTC had to always. I think back in 2010, where there's disclosures they had to do.
This goes back to the 70s, just for running any sort of paid promotion. You had to
But
disclose
wasn't
it.
there
I'm
a
so-
whole
but
scandal
I
with
started-
like makeup
I started working-
tutorial YouTubers like not disclosing
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Okay.
But I started this in 2010. I started working in this in 2010, and that was when people started doing that. Like they would break the rules, and people would get hammered with it, like
Yeah.
huge ass fines, like
Yeah.
huge. Like they'd get paid $1,000, $2,000, maybe $5,000 to do a promotion, and then end up with a $20,000 fine. Like, so people are like,
I
oh,
get it.
maybe I should
because
disclose.
Going into a stream, I'm gonna respect the game more if you're playing it because you like it and not
Right.
because you're being paid to play it.
Yeah, it's just annoying.
Not me.
Which makes-
If I
which
go into a
makes me
stream and I
think,
see it
like-
sponsored, I'm gonna ask for the link, and I'm gonna go buy that game, and I'm gonna play it, and then I'm probably gonna buy some other DLCs, and then I'm gonna tell all my friends to buy it. Anytime I see a sponsored stream, I'm in instantly.
Yeah, I did that for Omi.
Okay, streamer.
when Omi did his sponsored stream, I was
Yeah.
like, fuck it, I'm in. I'll download this fucking game. I'll sign up.
Yeah.
I'll play 10 minutes. Anything. Omi,
people-
I love you. Please
That's what
be my
mostly
best
it
friend.
is. Like your viewers, like they, like all like not only because it's legal, but like I
It's
don't
a
want to
free-
like pull the wool over anyone's eyes, you
Yeah.
know.
Right.
And also your viewers, they support you. If it's a free thing they
a
can
free
do to
and
help you
easy
out
way
for a sponsor, people get
for me
into
to
it.
help.
They think it's
Yeah.
funny and like fun, and it's nice. Like, I do sponsors all the time, and I have no problem saying it's a sponsor. Like, I believe that, like, this is how I make a living, So, like, once in a while, pretty
need to
often,
make a living.
I take
Yeah,
I
you need
take
to make a living.
sponsors, and I'm not trying to hide it or anything. No one is. It's just
Right.
like,
It's
but
just too
I
much of
am
a risk.
also, yeah, that too. But I am also like trying to find new games to play. Like, I'm a gamer when it comes down to it. I want to try new stuff, and like people just like, I don't know. Yeah,
I've been
repeating
really
shit, but
afraid for a long time to do my first sponsored stream. Kings would come to me all the time with like new sponsor stream opportunities, and I felt so bad because I'm just constantly like, no. Because I was so nervous about that, dude. I was so afraid that if I did a sponsored stream, people were gonna see that and they were gonna be like, wow, this fucking loser trying to pull the wool over our eyes. This is fucking dumb. But then I started learning more about, like, you're right. Like, Aqua's right. People want to, like, they want to support their
you.
streamers.
As long as you're
Also-
honest and you tell people, it
Yeah.
usually turns out really well.
Yeah.
And, you do want to balance it. You don't want to take sponsors all the time.
Right.
But you've,
Sell
like,
anything.
like, you, all of us, have been putting out free content for years and years and years. Like, some of it can be sponsored. It's not the end of the world. If you don't like what it's about, don't watch it. Watch the next video, whatever.
I will sponsor a physical product if I believe in it. I'm not going to sponsor some, like, physical product that, like, I've never used and I don't like.
Oh, that's another thing that I hate from sponsorship offers. We talked about grinding our gears in the members only. That's one thing that I hate is when people want, because I work in the marketing stuff, people want you to promote products that they've never given you or tested, or when they give you a discount to buy their product. That pisses me off. I'm like, look, please give us the product. We will test it, and then if they like it, then we can talk.
That's the
Like,
way to
there's
do it. Yeah.
You have,
but
like,
also
you have to actually know the product you're kind of endorsing.
Look
You
at
can't just fucking-
television. Television is filled with ads constantly. There was just like a weird stigma against advertisement or sponsors in online entertainment for some reason for so long, and now I think we're
with TV,
getting past
you're like,
that.
You're
Yeah, it's come
fucking
full
just
circle. People are pumped about it.
Yeah,
bashed into your fucking
look
brain
at
constantly.
Look at like a daytime television show. They have a whole segment every fucking episode where
8
they're like,
minutes.
"This is
Every
brought
8
to you by
minutes.
this," and then they bring the product onto the show, and they're like, "Look at this," and then the host goes, "Oh wow, that's so," and like it's like a whole thing. Like, it's the same shit.
This YouTube video you're watching right now had less ads in it than you would have seen just watching a fucking 25-minute Seinfeld episode on CBS.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
by
like,
like a factor of 10. It's
it's ridiculous amount of time because
Like-
people don't realize that they always complain about how many ads are in videos, and it's like, yeah, but you get a 30-second ad and sometimes a 5-second skippable ad.
a skippable ad.
Rather than a 3 to 5 minute commercial break in your fucking regular,
Yeah.
TV.
For
And
free
those-
content, for stuff you get to watch for free.
yeah,
like,
and like a lot of the time, it's one person working on it all.
I think
like,
people
who is
forget
trying to make a living.
that
you know,
in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, if you wanted to be fucking entertained, you had to pay a monthly subscription to a cable company and still
Yeah.
get fucking bombarded with ads. Like,
Yeah.
look at Hulu. You have to pay and cable.
What
It's
the
the same
fuck's with
thing.
that?
Hulu has two
Hulu-
different programs. Yeah.
Hulu
No,
pisses
but like
me
they're
off.
both ads.
Yeah,
Hulu, it's the
you
same
get
as
ads on
cable.
both.
Hulu is just an alternative
Oh,
to cable.
I thought Hulu
They
had
took
one
that
that
away.
was not.
They
Oh,
took it away.
that
They took it away.
Yeah.
You get ads on both subscriptions
That's
now.
so dumb.
Yep.
That's the whole point of OTT is that you pay
Yep.
one monthly thing.
They
But
knew
whatever.
you could because they knew they could get more money. They were like, "Fuck it, why
Yeah.
don't we just more money?
But yeah.
Great."
So the big thing is don't be too mad at ads. If people use ad blocker on YouTube, what it makes it is it makes it so people have to take sponsors. That's
Yep.
one of the things that happens.
That's true.
A lot of people don't have, or people use ad blocks. You can't make money off ads anymore, or as much money off ads anymore. You have to take sponsors, and as long as they try or research the product and can support the product, let them do it. Like
Yeah.
it's not that hard to skip.
Yep.
Or sponsored streams.
Or
People
just-
stream for 60
It's like
hours
30,
a week sometimes.
It's like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also like a sponsored stream. Like I stream almost every day. Like
Yeah.
2
So-
hours
so-
every month. That's like not a big deal, you know? It's like I don't know. Most people are
Anyways.
really cool about it. That being said, like we said before.
Right, most people are cool. We're sorry for talking about this for so long. It's just most people are really cool. It's just the small minority of people that.
Is this the
Sometimes
new
they're loud.
Tarkov update?
Yeah.
I feel like
Oh,
we
I said that
talked
in
about
Decky's chat.
Yeah, fucking King's got me with it, dude. Some bullshit.
I can't believe you guys didn't berate me for drinking a Monster today.
what?
I
Nah.
was only gonna berate you for being the white kind. It's disgusting.
It's the best kind.
No, the light blue. I don't like the greens. They taste overboard. It's like the no sugar one.
I love
Is
it.
the blue one, and then the zero.
This is
sugar one
yeah,
the
this is
white
a zero sugar one. I accidentally got this at Home Depot. I went to Home Depot yesterday. I don't know how this happened, but
Did you find it open on a shelf somewhere in the lumber section?
we were I was like getting all my shit out because they gave you like cardboard bags now at Home Depot, and I just pulled it out and I was like, did I pay for this? And I don't know. I saved it and drank it this morning. It feels good.
Oh,
yeah.
I love the get rid of plastic thing. By the way, I know it's annoying for some things, but
Straws.
I was just
I love
thinking
the
about that.
Costco. I love the Costco idea where you just use the boxes.
reuse
that the big
the
stuff come
boxes,
in,
yes,
and
it's
you reuse
awesome.
it. It's so nice. I
Yeah.
love that idea. And boxes, you can actually fucking put like fill and carry. You don't have to
Yeah.
have like 20 bags that you're lugging around.
I'm all for the
I love the box
anti-plastic music movement. I'm all for
On
bringing
most
your own
things.
bag, like for groceries,
We've
whatever it
actually
is.
always
but
brought
straws.
Straws
Holy
are the hard one.
shit!
Yeah.
I hate paper straws.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
tell you
grinds
this-
my gears. That's what we were talking about on the members episode. Someone asked what really grinds your gears. I just thought of it. Paper straws. I fucking
This is
hate
what
'em.
I invested in, and I love them. But the problem is that when you're out, you're not going to fucking.
Is
carry
that
this
like a
around.
I
reusable
like-
straw?
Yeah, it's just the reusable, like, I don't know what they're called, but they're just,
Hard to
not plastic.
clean
It's like-
though.
it's like
Is it hard
rubble.
to clean?
no, it's easy to clean. You just have to get one of those cleaners that just go in, go out, and you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
do that
I
motion.
like
you're done.
I like the pasta noodles as straws. They work great. It takes like 3 or 4 hours before they start to like absorb the liquid they're in and get like a little bit soggy. And surely you can drink your drink within 3 to 4 hours. And they're like those thick like Burger King straws too, because they're like a little bit extra wide, And when you're done, you get to fucking eat the straw. Like, it's great. Pasta straws are the move, man, for
Pasta
reusable
straws do sound good.
Pasta straw.
Edible,
That sounds amazing.
Edible utensils. I like where this is going.
Pasta
Look at an
straws
ice
are the
cream
move.
cone. Ice cream cone's not only a way to hold your ice cream, but
man.
also you get to eat it. And
Did you guys-
guess what? It's the best fucking part.
I was gonna say it's the best part.
Yeah.
man. I agree. I'm right there with you on the ice cream cone game.
Did you
Yeah,
guys
dude.
ever get caught up in the early 2000s with the milk straws? It was like a straw
No.
with like
I saw that,
chocolate.
though.
It had like chocolate beads in it, and you would drink your milk with the chocolate bead straw to make chocolate milk.
Yeah. It'd be regular milk in the cup,
Yeah.
and then as you drank, it would kind of pick
It
up
would
the
become
chocolate on the way
chocolate.
through.
Remember that?
I remember seeing that. I never
those are
used it, but I
good.
remember seeing it.
I had them. They were cool. They were very cool.
There needs to be some innovation there.
Yeah.
Edible
Innovate.
eating utensils.
Yeah.
Chopsticks that you can... Pocky sticks. Use Pocky as
Like
chopsticks.
fuck, what are they, like the candy where it's the dipsticks where the chalk stick is your utensil and you like dip it and
See, yeah, that's big brain, man.
yeah. We should have chalk cups that you drink out of.
And then you eat the cup, and then it cures your indigestion.
We could save.
Aqua's like, I'm starting a
I'm
company.
in.
This is it.
We're
Yeah.
saving the world today, everyone. You know, that's just the little things we do on the gamer hole. We're fixing all problems with plastic.
A
by coming
wine
up with these
glass
inventions.
made out of Tums or chalk.
Well-
So then you're drinking the drink, and then... Because wine gives me indigestion, but I drink it anyway all the
that
time.
sounds
but then I
so
have to
disgusting.
eat chalk.
Like the
That
And then
sounds
the
leaching,
chalk
disgusting.
mixes
The-
in with the drink, and it's settling your stomach while you're enjoying.
the chalky leaching into the wine, the
It's
flavor.
all- the top is all powdery.
Have you guys ever seen the Alka? I mean, I'm assuming
I was
you guys have used
about to
Alka-Seltzer.
say the Alka-Seltzer and the whiskey.
That used to be the scariest
was-
thing for me
yeah.
on commercials when they'd be like, "Oh, pop an Alka-Seltzer," and you're like, you see the bubbles come up. When I was a kid, I was like, "What the fuck is?"
Oh,
going
I thought you were
'Cause
going to talk
I-
about the Alka-Seltzer and the whiskey, the drink, where you drop
Oh,
an
no,
Alka-Seltzer tablet in a whiskey to...
No, but when I was a kid, I thought this
People
was like
do that.
I thought this was like I thought it was like poison or acid or something. Because whenever I saw it, I was like, "Why is
It
it
does
bubbling?
look
Why is the
scary.
water
Yeah.
bubbling?" But as
Selling
a,
cyanide.
as a kid, I was like, "What the?"
It's a witch's potion.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mom, I made a concoction! It's like...
Oh God.
This
Have
is
you
a little
seen-
bit off topic. Did you guys think your parents like had like
Sex? Yes.
hidden other children like locked in the floorboards?
No.
No.
I thought there was trapdoors in my house, and I thought there was other kids in there.
Okay.
What the fuck, Decky?
I hadn't thought about that until like whatever Zeechum it like triggered it, but
Maybe
it wasn't like
there
an
were.
evil thing.
What do you-
it wasn't
wait,
like an
what do you
evil
mean
thing where I
until
thought they like
whatever
were trapped. I was just
Zeechum?
like, I bet I have other brothers and sisters hidden in the floor.
What the fuck
Well,
did I say that provoked that thought? What do you mean?
Something about parents. I don't know. We talk
What?
about parents all the time, but it.
To be honest, I think that Decky, that might have been the case hearing your childhood.
Yeah. With the pee bottles and the pelts.
Well, okay,
and
maybe
the
not children in the
roadkill.
floorboards.
Did
but
you
did you think there are trapdoors in your house that your
Did
parents knew
your
about?
parents
No.
wear other people's faces over their face?
Also,
Decky, were you projecting childhood trauma onto like
Were you stuck in
an
the floor?
imaginary being? Were you like
Were you
locked
kept
in
under the floor?
cupboards?
I never was locked in the floor. I
Were
looked for
you
the
locked in a
doors.
cupboard under the stairs? Were you offered a note to go to a wizarding school, but
Is
your
that why you
parents
wear
wouldn't
the
let you
round
go?
frame glasses all the time, Decky?
He's
that- are
fucking
you-
Harry Potter, but he didn't go to the wizard school. Like Hagrid didn't go pick him up.
Never went.
His parents like forced him to repress his magic as a child. They were like,
Decky
"No,
is
that's
Bizarro
weird."
Harry Potter, who never got to go to Hogwarts.
That's like what the whole Fantastical Beasts Harry Potter spinoff is about. It's about like a kid who like his parents told him he was fucking weird for being a wizard and made him repress
Yeah.
it, and he became like the most powerful wizard ever because he repressed it for so long or something.
Now he's a streamer who lives in Mexico.
Who causes
become
earthquakes
powerful.
on September 19th of
shut
every
up.
year.
Alexa, stop. What the fuck?
I hate Alexa. Fucking bitch. You know?
It was never a malicious thing in my head. I just thought there's trapdoors, and I was like, maybe there's like, I don't remember. It's like, yeah, it's like other brothers and sisters that are living down there.
I always thought it was
never, like,
it'd be
weird,
cool
decky.
if you had an old house and you actually had
I
like
think
weird
I just
doors.
got it from like movies and trapdoors and movies, and I was all like, yeah.
My uncle and aunt's house, they have I don't know what they're called, but it's like a tiny little door that goes into like a storage, like an attic almost, but it's not an attic. It's on the same. It's like the second level above the garage.
A
And there's a
hobbit door.
there's a tiny little door, and only so I always thought it was funny because we used to go in there, to hang out, whatever. And like it's just mostly storage, but they allowed us to go in there because we were little and stuff. But I always thought it was the funniest thing because I was always like, do like little
Hobbit door,
like
hobbit
gnomes and
room.
stuff. Yeah, is this a hobbit room? Like, what the hell is this? And then you realize it's just because
Storage.
the way that the
Just how it was.
storage.
Yeah.
Crawl space, essentially, is what it is.
It's because it's
Hobbit
where the
space.
roof, wherever the garage roof is or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
little bit small. Yeah, whatever. But it's funny because I always thought it was like hobbit door, or gnome door, or whatever.
I had a friend who had like a hidden room in their house. Like the door was like blended into the wall. It was a bathroom, a hidden secret bathroom.
So
Yeah.
that way, no one knew what the farting noises were in the wall.
Yeah, yeah. Or
Where's
where's
that smell coming from?
It's a ghost.
smell
It's a
going from?
phantom.
Yeah. It was cool though.
But it wasn't really a bathroom. Aqua just kept shitting in a bucket.
I actually just made a hole in their wall and climbed into it and shit in the walls.
Stop!
Yeah.
We're not gonna let you keep coming over if you keep shitting in the crawl space. Okay?
Yeah.
It's like
cool,
Aqua
though.
now. So just so everyone knows, Aqua has a little hole in his floor that I believe was a hot air
That's my
vent.
hole.
And
hole.
he keeps shoving fucking garbage in it.
I do.
Like,
Yeah, I do actually.
The garbage
it's kind of nice
chute.
because like a lot of crap builds up under your desk, just like hair, dust, whatever it is.
You just
But where's
shove
that
it
hole
Push
down
it
the
all
go to?
into the hole. I don't know.
Aqua doesn't care. It's just
I don't
gone.
care.
I think
It's,
it just
could be a hole
it's gone
into
for
another-
5 years until
It's a hole into another dimension for all I
bet
know.
you that hole goes down into your like floorboards where you have
Yeah.
the beams that hold up your flooring.
Yeah. Of
And
course.
then it
But,
went
like,
down
so
into
what?
that and then curved and went out the house for your gas line or something. So now you just have a little hole into this little like square of wood that you're just filling with just like fucking like toenail clippings and straw wrappers.
It's
and
like a little
half-eaten
garbage
fries.
can. It's a tiny
Yeah.
garbage that I never have to empty. It's amazing.
he's never going to empty that, guys. He's
Yeah.
never gonna. Actually, if anything, it might be adding insulation. You might be actually insulating your house.
Yeah,
quite well.
now that I think about it,
Yeah.
Great work, Aqua.
Great work, Aqua.
And keeping critters and small rodents out.
Yeah.
Or giving
probably-
them
or feeding them.
Or feeding
Yeah,
them.
either one.
Have fun crawling through my sea of toenails, you little bitch.
It's like goddamn, like broken glass. They're like, oh no, I'm not walking on that.
danger, danger, danger. And they like leave.
Oh, God.
Aqua's special. Man, that's going to make a great title. Even though the conversation happened at literally the last minute of the episode. Aqua's hole.
We can talk.
Everyone
we can
knows
talk
about
for
my
an
hole.
hour. We can talk for another hour, guys, and then it will be in the middle of the video.
Okay, well, you guys can
I
talk
feel
for
like
an hour.
for a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
go
this-
eat.
I feel like for a lot of this episode, we expanded on stuff we talked about last week.
No way.
That's okay.
We talked about weed
Talk
for
about
like
weed,
30
crypto,
minutes.
and
Yeah, we talked about some new stuff.
Yeah, we talked about weed last time too, I
No,
thought.
dude,
And the sponsor thing.
50 minutes of this was novel conversation, okay? There,
Yes.
like the whole Tarkov the whole modding hacking thing, and this was a good.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think we covered a lot of good ground here.
like a shareholders meeting, like a.
Yeah, we're having a meeting while the podcast is going.
Do you want to
Yeah.
do the takeaways from the meeting? Would you like to do the minutes? The minutes.
You know what? Let Aqua do the outro since he always interrupts your outro. Anyway,
No, that's not my thing. Go ahead,
I don't know.
Zchem.
You did some pretty good outros on the.
All right.
come on, Aqua.
Thank you so much for joining us in the hole today, the gamer hole. We appreciate you spending an hour and 18 minutes with us today. 19 if you include the rest of this intro.
Plus the intro. That
Unless you're on
Hex
Spotify.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Plus the... Okay. Let's not split hairs here. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you to Z Chumster, Decky, and Kings. As always, thank myself. I showed up as well. Let's not forget that. We appreciate you guys every Thursday forever. We'll see you next week.
Hey, it's me, Z-Chum. Thank you for watching The Gamer Hole. We appreciate it. If you'd like to support The Gamer Hole further, there's a little join button down below, right below the video, right there. Check it out. It gets you access to an extra video every week, a secret members-only video, as well as priority commenting, and access to a Gamer Hole live stream we're going to do every month or two. So if you want to support the channel, by no means do you have to, but the option is there. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next Gamer Hole.